And this is part of my problem. This is my issue with social media, and this is what I want to talk to you about. Why I am leaving social media for another month. I've done this in the past, and I think it's good and healthy to have these periodic breaks and rest to remember what life is like, without social media. And maybe for some of you, it's not such a drastic thing because you just get on to keep up with family members or to, have some Facebook debates or post pictures of food and cats. But for those of us who use it as a business, and there are plenty of people in the world now who use Facebook pages, and not just for our journalism and activism, but in other ways, when it becomes a business and it's like answering email, it's no longer this fun place you can go to see what everybody's up to. It's this stressful feeling of getting online and like, oh my God, all these people are messaging me and what do they have these questions? And it's just, and the thing is, I love what I do, but when I start to feel like that, personally, I know that it's time for me to take a break. So that's one of the reasons. But also, I see the problems in us centralizing all of our efforts to go through Facebook. Okay, so let me explain this to you. Facebook makes money off of us. We're literally just generating revenue for their advertisers, and every time we click like or we comment, we're generating traffic, and that is bringing them money. It's bringing them views, and they have advertisers that are paying them to be on the website. So, and not only that, but as I just mentioned, I'll tell people like, hey, let's communicate through email, and they seem to not see them or they don't respond. And I think it's because the majority of people have come to just use Facebook. There's still definitely others who like, hey, if you want to message me about business matters, do it through email. If you want to just have a conversation, we can do that on Facebook. Everyone has their own strategy. And so what I'm basically saying is, if this is a battle, an information war, or anything like that, and we're out there, we're propagating our own message of revolution and of freedom, and I don't even mean those who agree with my opinions, but just those who use Facebook and social media around the world as a tool to fight oppression and spread information. That's the positive side of it. But for any of us who are in these revolutionary causes, I don't think anybody would recommend as a strategy centralizing all of our groups and information and discussions and debates and ideas and content onto one platform such as Facebook. And it's no conspiracy to look and see the connection between the U.S. government and governments around the world and Facebook and DARPA, and some would even say the CIA. But generally, just look at it as the best data collection tool that has ever been created, because the NSA doesn't necessarily have to spy on each of us so much individually, because we put out all that information and we're putting that out there on Facebook. And that's the danger of any social media. But when I start to see Facebook pushing towards their own video platform so they can start doing monetization in the same way that YouTube has and Google, I mean, these are problems. We're putting all of our information on their clouds and their document storage and their programs and their social media accounts, and it's easy to take that stuff away. Now we're already seeing how Facebook and social media can be censored, and soon unpopular opinions won't be allowed, but there will be so many people, we will have just gone onto this program, and I don't really know what the solution is, because also going into the middle of a field and screaming where there's no one around is not a very effective strategy. And that's pretty much what you're doing if you're not on Facebook, unfortunately. And so I recognize that, and I've had people, whenever I post about leaving Facebook so I can take care of myself and have some soul time, but also just to sort of reject this. I really want to put my focus on doing more crowdfunded media through Patreon and Beacon and other more independent sources, so my journalism isn't dependent on just Facebook. But at the same time, whenever I have a Facebook page that's being followed by 8,000 people, and manage several pages that have quite a bit of followers, then there's some potential there to spreading information and ideas. And so it's a difficult balance to maintain, but for me, it's becoming less and less enjoyable to be on Facebook. As I said, not only the interaction and between individuals, or the lack of interaction, the really just shitty conversation that can take place online. It's exhausting, and I think I'm nearly done with it, but I haven't found the solution just yet, so I'm looking for one.